Good evening, class. Today's topic is Chalcolithic Age. I mean, the Indus Valley Civilization. As I promised you people earlier, the Chalcolithic period will be explained to you people in Indus Valley Civilization. So, let us know about Indus Valley Civilization today. Indus Valley Civilization was in and around 2500 BC to 1700 BC. In 1861, Alexander Cunningham, who is also known as father of Indian archaeology, established an institute called as ASI. ASI means Archaeological Survey of India. Well, in 1902, Lord Curzon took the place of Director General of ASI. During his period, the archaeological people who were patrolling in the period areas of Pak, India and Afghanistan, discovered a city, which is a dead city, which was well built and well engineered with no human existence. So this grabbed the attention of Lord Curzon. So he started an excavation team in 1904, and John Marshall was the chief of that survey group. Here, after a few years of excavation, they discovered 1022 major sites which were extended around 12 lakh square kilometers. Here in 12 lakh square kilometers, 406 sites are located in Pakistan and 616 is located in India. Here they couldn't excavate each and every site completely, but 97 were completely excavated. In 1921, Harappan city was completely excavated. The Harappan city, Charles Manson is the one who stated the historical importance of Harappan city, because it is also considered as the long and complex cultural site and also the largest cultural site in the world. Here, the Harappan civilization is categorized into three parts: early, matured, and late. Along with this 97, here 15 major sites are there. Let us see the 15 major sites in the next slide.
So these are the 15 major sites. Starting with Harappa. Harappa was excavated in 1921 by Dayaram Shane. It was located in the bank of river Ravi. Here the city was completely on a grid planning, and the grid planning will be explained to you people in the next topics, town planning. Moving towards Mohenjo-daro. Mohenjo-daro was excavated in 1922 by R.D. Banerjee. It is located on the bank of river Indus. Currently it is located in Pakistan. This city had the biggest granaries and also the Great Bath. Here the education system was also in practice because of the evidences of colleges. The dancing bronze lady was also found in the same city. Now moving to Kalibagan, the third biggest city, excavated in 1953. Hay Ghosh excavated it. It is located in Rajasthan on the bank of river Ghaggar. The Kalibagan was mainly famous for the black bangles and also the wooden ferns. Here you can see the rectangular and circular grave burial system. Here the houses also hold their own wells. Now moving towards Lothal. It was excavated in 1954 by S.R. Rao. It is located in Gujarat under the river Bhogova River. Here you can find the first man-made dockyard and also an instrument measuring angles pointed to the modern days compass. They had ships. That means helps us to understand that they had a strong route of transportation in the form of shipping, and they had a bigger trade lines during those period. And there are many other major sites which you can go through in the video. You can pause the video and make the notes. And if you want a free notes, drop your mail ID in the comment section and we'll mail you the notes.
Coming towards town planning, as we studied before, they used to follow grid system. So how does a grid system look? It looks somewhat like this in the picture. Here the city was divided into two parts, like eastern and western. In the eastern part of the city they had granaries and citadels. So here you can find 6 granaries and 1 citadels. Coming towards Mohenjo-daro, they had bigger granaries and also Great Bath with the colleges on the eastern part. Here you can find the citadel on a platform. This entire place has a platform like this, because this helps us understand that earlier people didn't have caste system, but still they had differentiation people based on their occupation. We'll explain it to you people in later period. Here in the granaries, they used to collect tax like corns. They used to collect and store it in the granaries. So coming towards the center of the city, you can find a highway here. And this highway, as you can see in the direction, it is constructed from north to south direction, not from east to west. Why is that? Because if a person starts his journey in morning from west to east, the sunshade will be exactly on his face. It will not allow him to focus on the road. But if he starts from east to west, his own shadow will block his way. To avoid this, they started building highways from north to south direction. And these highways were built by clean burnt bricks. And in highways, you can see these fire points everywhere. It's because they want light during night times. So why do they want lights? Because the transportation, I mean the trading, was so big and so continuously they used to travel each day and night in this area. So they used to use fire bonds to travel during night period because the trading was so strong in those periods. Coming towards the western part of the city. Here the houses were located, and one thing which you people should notice here is the city's end is only right angle, and every corner of the city, every road is exactly 90 degrees. This helps us understand that they had a knowledge on mathematics and geometry. Here, the smaller house had 6 to 4 living rooms, and one more thing here is no houses had their doors towards highway. It's because since they were made out of clean burnt bricks and their means of transportation was ekas. Ekas means it's a kind of bullock carts. So they used to travel day and night there. This increased the dust. This increased the dust. So whenever the wind blows, there are major chances of dust entering inside the house. To avoid this, they used to build their house doors always to the opposite direction of the highways. So this also helps us understand that they give more importance for cleanliness and hygiene. And here you can find a bigger house with 30 living rooms, and there are staircase found there. There are many thoughts saying that they may have third floor buildings or four stories building. Few say that they had a planning of duplex house too, which is still not solved. So graveyards were completely built outside the city. So this is how their exact town planning used to look like. And one more important point here is this line. I mean the drainage system. Here you can find the line behind every house. That means all used water used to be channelized into this drainage system where the entire used to be collected and channelized to flow outside the city. Here you can see these holes. These are manholes. If something is blocking the way of that water, a man can enter inside and clean this. This is why it was built. So this helps us understand that the earlier people in the Harappan civilization gave more importance for hygiene and cleanliness. So now let's move on to socio-economics and decline of the Harappan civilization. Coming towards economic life. Economics in the sense the way of living. And during those period, their main occupation was agriculture, and they had a greater knowledge in agriculture like irrigation. They knew canal irrigation and tank irrigation. They also practiced seasonal cropping. It's like during November period they used to have lots of flood, and the period of April the floods used to go down. So they used this flood in a positive way, like soaking the seeds of wheat, because wheat and barley are the two crops which require standing water. They used the flood in so positive way. They used to soak seeds in November period where the floods was high. During the April, the flood used to go down and they used to get their yield. This is how they used to use the floods and also their irrigation system to get a higher yield. And their main agriculture products were like wheat, peas, barley, jowar, rice, mustard, ragi, cotton, and koda. Like they used to grow all these things. Here, jowar is the main crop because they used to collect jowar as tax. It's only because the rotan period of jowar is too high. And coming towards the domestication, they used to start domesticating animals like ox, bulls, goats, sheep, and pigs. Especially, they used to use them for agriculture purposes. And here, humped bulls were worshipped. That means even today we are practicing in India that bulls are worshipped. The same worshipping of bull was practiced during those period also. And here dogs and cats were mainly their pets, and axe and camels are called beast of burden. That means they used to use axe and camels for their transportation purpose to carry the weights and the burdens of the productivity whatever they have produced. And there are some evidences that elephants, they used to train the elephants and they used to use the elephants. Coming towards their trade and commerce, since agriculture was their main occupation, they had lot of commodities which they used to grow and which had a higher marketing for other countries too. So they started trading their agriculture commodities to the other countries like Mesopotamia and Persia. They used to trade cotton to these both countries with the help of Lothal, the first man-made port. From here, they used to transport cotton to these countries, and coming down here in Lothal, since they started using the ships for their transportation purpose, this opened a gateway of a new occupation called trading. Many people started depending on the trading activities itself. And then we have records found in Mesopotamia in and around 2350 BC that they had a good relationship of trading with Indus Valley civilization. And every two civilization there was an intermediate station that is called as Dilim and Makkan. These places were main intermediate station during those periods. These are the exports of Indus Valley civilization. Coming towards the import of Indus Valley civilizations are like this: gold from Karnataka, Afghanistan, and Persia; silver from Afghanistan and Persia; copper from Balochistan and Rajasthan; tin from Afghanistan and Central Asia; agates from Western India; leads from Rajasthan, South India, Afghanistan, and India; and pearls and stones from Karnataka. These were their imports. Now coming towards the craft and industry, weighing measures and communication and currency. Let's see what are the methods and how they used to handle these many things. Coming towards the craft and industry, Mohenjo-daro was one of the biggest industrial site during those period, and cotton was the biggest industry. They used to produce a lot of cotton. The main exportation of cotton was with Greece, and Harappas making of dyes and potteries were their main important occupation. And potteries with pictography, like earlier we said, they had drawings of elephants, rhinos, and many other things on the potteries. They used to manufacture this and they used to export this, and smelting of lead, bronze, and zinc. Tin. They used to use these many metals, and smelting was also in practice during those days. Boat makings and seals. Coming towards Lothal and Chaundar, bed making, and also Kalibagan for black bangles manufacturing. These were their main industries what they used to manufacture and transport it to the various countries. Coming towards their weighing measure, sectionals and decimal system, they used to use this. It's like a cuban spherical shape and made with chairs, gems, and agates. The weighing scale somewhat used to look like this, and the bronze rod in between used to point around 0.264 inches to error of 0.003 inches. It's actually so accurate as of today's weighing scale. Coming towards their communication, for internal purpose, they used to use ECAs for their communication, I mean the transport, and towards externals, they used to use ships and boats. And the main source of exchange of goods were on barter system. They didn't have any currencies during those days, and cons were collected as tax. As I said to people before, cons were collecting as tax. With Mesopotamia, they used to trade with seals with symbol of swastik and unicorn. So now let us study about social and religious, how their social and religious life was there during in those periods. Here, coming towards their social life, they knew various methods. Like early people, they had different hairstyles, and they also had a greater knowledge on makeup. The earlier ladies, which may found some fishy, but still it is true that early ladies they used to use lipsticks, face powders, they used to use bracelets, anklets, necklace, and many other things in this period. Let us see, they used to use cotton and woolen dress and necklace, jewels like rings and bangles. They used to use all these as ornaments. They used to use lipsticks, perfume, which used to import from Greece. These are the things which early people used to use for their good-looking things. And coming towards their hobbies and amusement, they used to use games like gambling, bullfighting, boat racing, fishing, hunting, game similar to chess. This is not completely a chess, but the excavators have found a game which is similar to the modern day chess, and also dukes and coins designs found over there. And coming towards their religious life, they had two gods. One is female god, other is male god. Rather than that, they used to worship trees, fire, and also animals. Trees like people tree, animals like bull, and fire. Obviously, fire they used to worship, and also two gods mainly. Like one is Yoni, it's a female sex organ. She was also considered as the goddess of fertility, and second is Pashupati Mahadeva. Pashupati Mahadeva is also called as Proto Shiva. He had three faces. Towards his right hand side, there was an elephant and tiger. Towards his left hand side, there was a rhino and a buffalo. Towards his feet, two deers used to be seated. This is how they used to show Pashupati Mahadeva in those periods. And coming towards their religious life, they believed in ghost system. They believed in afterlife. So they used to use amulets in front of their house. It's a sign of good luck and to avoid these bad spirits. And they had many different languages used in Harappan civilization. So many archaeologists suggest that the language which they used to use in Harappan civilization is similar to Dravidian language, but still the clarification has not been given. And total 307 700 inscriptions are found, and many seals are up to 3000 to 2000 seals are found. The mainly they used to use swastika and unicorn in their symbols in those seals, and these are found in various places in the world like Mesopotamia, Greece, and Egypt. Many other places you can see this. And such a huge and well-built city, it got declined. Let us see the main causes of decline. Coming towards the declaration of the great Indus Valley civilization, many archaeologists suggested it's because of ecology or deforestation or huge floods, and many say it's because of Aryan invasion, and I strongly believe it's because of Aryan invasion.